So, I am now 4 sessions into my treatment, my transcranial magnetic stimulation treatment for depression and anxiety with a company called Smart TMS. You can find a link to their website in the video description below. I'm only 4 sessions in, but I'm at the end of the first week because I started on a Tuesday, so I've done Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So since I'm at the end of the first week, I'm trying to do a recap, a review, an update after every week. So, initial impressions of the company are good. All the staff I've interacted with have been very friendly and knowledgeable, and all of the emails I have sent have been answered promptly. I'm being seen at the South Kensington Clinic by Athana, and she is very friendly, warm and accommodating. I have confidence I am in safe and professional hands. The treatment itself goes very quickly. You sit on like a dentist style chair, very comfortable, reclines or goes upright if you need it to, if you would rather sit up. Most of mine have been sort of laying back more. I am being treated with a low frequency on the top of my head for 15 minutes to try and calm activity in the area of the brain that is usually associated with rumination and overthinking. And then straight after that, so that initial first treatment is very mild and very easy to deal with for 15 minutes. It's just a constant light tap on the top of your head. You barely feel it, to be honest. And in that one I have, maybe in 2 of the sessions, I have noticed an immediate calming, relaxing, reduction in anxiety. I feel suddenly more present in the room and in the moment. And then straight after that one, I've been having a higher frequency treatment where the electromagnet, is placed on the side of my head for 10 minutes. So I just turn my head to the side when I'm laying on the chair, and it's placed there. And this is to try and stimulate activity in an area of the brain called the DLPFC, or the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, that has been shown to be underactive in people with depression. This treatment is definitely more uncomfortable, but easily tolerable for 10 minutes. It's not a nice feeling, but I just feel like it's for the greater good, and it's just 10 minutes. It makes my eyebrow twitch a little bit, and today, with the intensity turned up, we're not quite at my max setting yet. It gradually increases as you have more and more sessions. I noticed it was making my jaw chatter a little bit, so I had to kind of keep my teeth together while it was going on to stop that happening, but no big deal. So generally speaking, it hasn't done a lot for me yet. I know we're only 4 sessions in, so I did notice one moment yesterday afternoon where I felt calm and focused while writing an email that would normally feel a great effort to write for me, and that I would normally want to stop immediately and do something else. It would in my head, it would feel a lot bigger of a task than it actually is. Whereas yesterday I just managed to get on with it without even thinking twice about it, and then I just caught myself halfway through like, wow, and even writing out these notes just felt a lot easier than normal. So that's good. Maybe it's placebo, maybe is the word psychosomatic, I don't know. Or maybe it is the treatment working already, who knows. I also noticed, on the flip side, yesterday evening I felt incredibly low and hopeless. But I've felt those feelings before anyway, so it's a bit unfair to say if that's got anything to do with the treatment or not. And I've also been feeling really sad about the fact that I have to drive to London and back every day. The whole round trip, including treatment, is like 3.5 hours out of my day every weekday for the next 6 weeks to get my brain zapped by an electromagnet just to hopefully feel normal. Makes me feel quite pathetic, to be honest, and it just makes me feel like a failure. But that's obviously my depression coming through, because I've just got to try and remind myself that mental illness is serious, and some people are fortunate enough to never experience it, and others do experience it, and it's no, you know, you wouldn't be ashamed of having a broken leg or taking insulin for diabetes. So I don't know, you always wish that you didn't have these things, don't you? Anyway, I've also noticed I'm been feeling anxious and irritable. I felt quite irritable when I got home today after my treatment, and felt very impatient when talking to my mum. And yet now I feel quite good. I've got the light on in this room, and I'm actually looking out over a window where people often walk past, and I would feel very self-conscious about doing this normally, but just doesn't bother me as much today. I've also noticed interrupted sleep. For the past 2 nights in a row, I've woken up at like 4 AM and found it really hard to get back to sleep. In fact, last night I didn't get back to sleep at all until my alarm went off at 8 AM. But that could also be the fact that I know I have to be up at a certain time, and I've always struggled with sleeping well when I know I have to be up at a certain time, which is quite unusual for me because I run my own business, so I just tend to get up naturally, like 9 AM or something like that. So having a certain time I have to be up because I have an appointment to keep, just in my general anxious nature, makes me kind of maybe subconsciously panic that I'm going to sleep through my alarm or whatever. So again, I can't really relate that to treatment. These are all just things that are happening at the same time. Maybe it is to do with the treatment, maybe it isn't. How are we ever going to find out? So to sum up, I do realise it's still very early on, and most people start seeing results around the 10 session mark, as far as I know. So I still have a bit of time to invest before then. So hopefully we'll see some more positive changes after week 2, which I will obviously do another recap video when we're at the end of week 2, probably this time next week. So I hope that was somewhat interesting or helpful, and I'll catch up with you guys again soon.